Round 3, mono blue, zest to 1. Have a look. Playing a lot of mirror. Just very frustrating. I know it's a cheap deck to build, but it's a lot of the mirror. This hand is really bad. Oh my god, this hand is almost worse. Okay. Probably like white, blue, black control. Of course. She's got Thought Erasure, probably. Would be my guess here. Yeah, I think this game is over. It's an interesting one. Terramander. I mean, you didn't even need to look at my hand, really, to call that one, to be honest. Okay, so we get to deploy a Merfolk Trickster into Wizard's Retort. Anything? That's fine. It's going to be a very painful game. Like, I think with this type of thing, it's just like, I just gotta meter it out, you know? Like, if he plays like a Teferi, I've got a Wizard's Retort. He knows about that, though, so... Like, he has to remove the Merfolk Trickster. He's got probably some Wrath effects. He's probably got some other little bits and pieces here. We've got stuff he's not aware of yet, so... We're just basically gonna peck away at him with this Merfolk Trickster, and if he removes it, we'll just... We're using the dive down first, because if Wizard's Retort can deal with Teferi or it can deal with Mortify, but deep dive down can only deal with removal spells. So we're just hoping he plays like another like Vraska's Contempt or something. Beauty. We can spell pierce that. Like, he will run out of cards eventually. His card drawing engines are better than ours. So we'd have to draw like a Curious Obsession and be able to defend against it. I'm gonna let this go through because like he can like I need to save Wizard's Retort for something slightly more relevant. There's no creatures in his deck, so that's just dead. But like drawing no cards. Mortal Sun. Can't activate Planeswalkers at the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card. Spells you cast cost 1 less. Yeah, so you can't let that. Like, he'll just bury us. Like, that's free card advantage, so. And now I think is where, like, if he has got multiple threats, he plays that, then he jams it to Fairy, right? Or something like that. Like, he can't just assume that I have unlimited counter spells. He's got to start throwing something out. Choose a card you own from outside the game, put it into your hand. Okay. He's tapped out. No. That's not the... Ugh. Punished. Like, who knows? Maybe he's just picked, like, some random finisher creature or something. Ethereal Absolute. Okay. So that shuts off most of the deck. Just Tempest Djinn and Merfolk Trickster are not affected by that. I have like no way to protect this thing, so I think if he... So our option here is we either double down on it, and if he has a removal spell, we're dead. But, like, even just spending the time to think about it kind of tells him that we don't really have a way to protect it. Like, if I'd been thinking correctly, I would have just basically jammed it and gone. Like, we're dead either way, right? Like, he's got to show us something. Esper control. That's what I was thinking of. I haven't... Okay. Gain 2 life, draw a card. Man, sicko mode. He's got the 2 mana addendum, deal 3 damage to target tapped creature, or 5 in... if it's in your main phase. That would just be absolute sicko. This is interesting. This is like an interesting control deck. This is not one that I'm familiar with. I mean, like, a lot of the control decks that aren't running Hydroid Krasis don't necessarily make sense to me, so let's see what he does here. Like, we're not dead. Like, he hasn't just removed Merfolk Trickster. If he removed Merfolk Trickster, this game would be done. Like, again, he's just not removing it, so... Like... Who knows? Maybe we're in it. I can't even really discard these yet. Like, he keeps on giving us opportunities to draw a card with Merfolk Trickster, so... We really need a Tempest Djinn at this point. Like, this Merfolk Trickster cannot just continue to live forever. At some point, he's gonna actually have an answer for it. Like a Mortify. I think we're dead. Yeah, engine is good. Okay. So we have an option now. We either run Tempest Djinn into his removal now, or we wait until we get, like, a removal spell. Sorry, like some sort of protection spell or some sort of counter spell. I think what we're doing here is running out Tempest Djinn, and if he's got an answer, then we're done.